We bought this brand new construction home for half price. And in the last video, we figured out why. I don't think you're supposed to be able to do this underneath the concrete inside your house. And it goes all the way across the entire home. In this video, we're going to fix this slab and then we're gonna put this house back together. What in the world, Courtney? What?
It's the snake.
We're gonna be repairing this foundation using deep lock foam injection. Basically, we're gonna be pumping expanding foam up to 4 feet deep underground to fill up all of the air voids, effectively compact the soil to lift this slab back into place. But before we do all of that, we need to locate where exactly the plumbing runs under this slab so that we don't accidentally drill into it. New tool day, Courtney. I got a quote from a plumber and it was going to be $2,000 to locate all these pipes. So we bought the tools ourselves for 700 bucks and today we're gonna see if we can do it ourselves and save $1,300 in the process. Plus then I'll own the tool. I feel like it's actually nicer than I was expecting. Did you know it did that? No. It had wheels?
Is this the last time this is gonna not have poop on it?
Yep.
You're supposed to use it like this. Yeah. I feel like I don't understand already. Is this the camera? Oh, that's...
Do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double A's?
No.
Dang it.
Maybe I should learn how to use this while you go get batteries.
Sure. They don't sell batteries. Since when do gas stations not have a giant display of batteries?
We live in a world of...
Rechargeables now, I guess. I got us a snack. It's the convergence of my two favorite things, peanut butter pretzels and Reese's.
Dude.
I resisted the urge to try them in the truck on the way here because I wanted to try them with you on camera.
You're gonna have to buy those for Tyler.
I know.
When they come.
Whoa! Did I just sing you a song?
Sounds like a whale.
Ooh. It slides in from the side. Is it gonna find me?
We need to figure out where all of the plumbing is in this house so that they don't drill holes into the plumbing.
The drain plumbing.
The drain plumbing, because that, well, we don't want to drill holes in anything, but we're gonna locate all the drain plumbing today. So we're gonna put this camera in the pipes, and then I'm gonna chase it around with this thing, and when it turns green, that means I'm over the pipe.
We'll just get started then.
Yep.
Okay, but first,
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting.
Oh.
That's why I'm so impatient right now.
So you're so distracted?
I'm so impatient because I just wanted to try one of these.
You're gonna eat that whole thing.
Have you looked at it yet?
Mm-hmm.
What's it look like? Oh, there I am. Hello.
Pretty high def.
Hello. Wait, is it auto leveling?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm rotating it and it's fixing itself. Mm-hmm. That's cool. All right, down the hatches. How do you push it? You just push?
You just push.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it goes that way. I made it around the bend.
Okay, hold on. You're at a 90. Wait, you're at a pull up a little bit. What is that?
It's gonna go down from there. So that's a plumbing vent stack. So that's the washer and dryer drain. I'm going that way.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that then?
That's a vent coming up or a drain coming
In
up.
the wall?
These come this way and then join it.
Huh. I'm already confused.
Tiny bit of green. Courtney, look. Green.
Why
Dimmer,
does-
dimmer, dimmer. And it's going away. Coming back, getting stronger.
So now you're gonna mark the concrete?
Yep.
But is it in the wall or is it out here?
Oh, it's gonna come this. Well, actually, I don't know what it's gonna do. Let's find out. I think we're in a pipe that's about to go down. Ready?
Oh. I feel like it's stuck. Oh. Oh. Are you still going down?
No, it went through a double thingy and now it's...
Wait, there's another one.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
Now I literally have no idea where it is. Zero clue. How could it be all the way? There's no way I pushed that much.
We did it.
We did. I have to give Courtney credit where credit's due. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You know, Courtney actually slowed us down and we started using a tape measure. We'd measure each time we pushed how far. And then we could sort of just breadcrumb our way across. And so basically what we know is that toilet comes over, it goes down, then it goes across this way. Right here, something else joins in. Right here, something else joins in. And then it goes all the way out and it exits the house.
This is by far the nicest house we've ever flipped. Like, I almost don't want to touch anything because it's so nice.
Yeah.
And from our experience leveling foundations in the past, the foam ends up everywhere. So basically, it's time to plastic off the entire house. I like this plastic because it's more expensive, but it already has the tape built in. I knew this was going to take longer than we thought it was going to, so I'm glad we started this today and not the day before they came.
Last room, Courtney.
Yay.
Last piece. I mean, it took all day, but repainting would take all week. So
Yeah.
if doing this just saved us from having to even just touch up the paint, it's worth it.
Yeah, totally. The next thing that we need to do is we need to chisel out the grout. Right now, all these cabinets are kind of hanging off the walls since the floors dropped out. Whoever did the tile in here, they used grout, not caulking at those 90s. So there's no give. So when they pick the floors back up, I think it could like damage the tile. So we need to chisel it all out. I got 2 different tools for chiseling. Pick your weapon.
Which one's the power tool?
I didn't get a power tool because I was worried about damaging the tile.
That's crazy. The thing has a carbide insert. It actually works shockingly well.
Can I make a recommendation? That works really well. Wow.
I'm the kind of guy that just loves a good deal, whether it's like a new marketplace find, digging through the auction sites, or finding some random used part for something that saves us a ton of money over having to buy new. There's just something really satisfying about getting more for your dollar. So now every time I fill up, I check Upside, and they're the sponsor of today's video. Courtney's car is one of those like buttons you have to use to open the gas door. I always forget, but it does still have a normal gas cap. So here's how it works. You open the Upside app, you claim an offer, you pay like you normally would, and then you earn cash back. That's it. And it's cash back. No points, no credits, money that you can transfer straight into your bank account. Check it out. On this trip, we got $9.38 back just for filling up the car. They have over 100,000 locations. So once you start using it, you realize there are offers everywhere that you're already running errands anyways. And you can even stack it with your credit card reward points too. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the Upside app and use the promo code AMBITION to get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents for every gallon on your first tank of gas using the promo code AMBITION on the free Upside app. I called Ramjack, the foundation contractors. Basically, they said if I went ahead and filled this in, that'd be really helpful for them. So every hour of labor that we do saves us an hour of labor that we pay for. I will say in house flipping, we've learned that you win some, you lose some. So we need to fill this in with concrete because they're gonna be using expanding foam. Basically imagine 10,000 bottles of great stuff foam getting pumped underneath this house. So if we left this open, the foam just looks for the path of least resistance. That's how it compacts stuff, and it would just come out of this hole. So we need to fill this hole in. The very first house that Courtney and I flipped had a really similar problem but it actually had settling not just in the interior slab, but the entire foundation. And one of the tasks that Courtney and I did to save labor was that we literally went around and dug these giant access holes every 8 feet all the way around the entire foundation. We did it by hand with shovels.
2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot holes under the slab.
Under the slab. So we had to go all the way down to the bottom of the footing and then dig another 2 feet underneath that so that a guy could get in there and install these big steel brackets to the bottom of the house footing. I'm glad I was in my early 20s when we did that one. I'll just say that. It was really neat. The foundation contractor at the time was willing to work with us and let us do kind of the grunt work labor to help save some money on the other side of that project. You get the kids ones. Do you want to save your glasses?
What?
You want safety glass? Was that a joke?
I'll just close my eyes.
Safety squints? We need this little plug that I'm putting in here to be tied in to the slab. It can't just sit here because otherwise when they started foam jacking, it would probably just pop the plug out. So we're gonna be tying it into the slab by epoxying some rebar dowels in, you know, like this. That's gonna make sure that these two stay tied together, and when they start pumping this up, it's gonna lift this up with it. Some 2-part epoxy, concrete anchor setting mix. It's pretty cool. That is one of those straws that stirs it for you. $30 tube of glue. Pumps in each one. I found the missing pliers. They were in the hammer drawer with the hammer. I'll let you guess which toddler did that. No way. He's pretty good about putting stuff away. Yeah, he put them away with his favorite hammer. This is also Oliver's favorite hammer. He insists on using Daddy's sledgehammer. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
There it is.
Snug fit.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's good, right? That's what we want. It's weird. Why did that one stop? Drilled those all the way, right? Oh, actually, I guess that is the same as that. It's just an optical illusion. And don't hit the glass on the backswing. Okay. There's this group that plays in the subway in New York. Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah, the brass band.
Huh?
The brass band.
Yeah. And then we've also been watching like the drummers that just hear a song for the first time and then just have to like play the song on the drums. There is something for everyone on YouTube.
Just gotta bounce off it. Oh.
There we go. I had leftover epoxy bonding glue and I decided it'd probably work just fine to fill these cracks from the saw cuts, so hopefully that was the right move. Seemed like it should work really well, and now I got to use up the rest of my $30 tube of epoxy. I think the next step then is to mix some concrete. Trying something new today. The fast set concrete sets hard in 20 to 40 minutes. Is that enough time for me to finish it? But I've made this mistake before where I've tried to pour concrete in the afternoon and then I've been here till 2 a.m. trying to finish it, and I don't want to do that today. I turn my head, I take a big deep breath, and then I hold my breath for the entire time. And then I take a step back and I take another big deep breath. That's why I did this in the side yard. Of course it's raining, so it's all just gonna be stuck to me in a minute. I have mixed 2 80-pound bags at the same time in this mixer, so that'd be 160 pounds. So I think it's reasonable to think I can mix 3 of the 50-pound bags, which would be 150 pounds, and that should be about the right amount for each patch. So I might be able to do this by just mixing 2 batches. I wonder when my 20-minute timer starts. Here we go. At least another bucket. It is raining hard out here. For all the grass that we put out, it's gonna love it. But I wish I was not working in the rain today. Actually can't believe how well that worked. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute, and then once it starts setting up, then we'll give it another trial. But for now, I think it just needs to set. Dude, that worked awesome. There's also something about concrete that it gets heavier as the day goes on. Like 50 pounds of concrete at the end of the day is way different than 50 pounds of concrete at the beginning of the day. And I only mixed 6 bags today. I am rushing now. Like, this concrete is setting up so fast. Yeah, it's already hard. Crazy, I might have missed it. The good news is I will not be here until 2 in the morning finishing this concrete. The bad news is that the finish here in the garage isn't quite as nice as I wanted, but honestly, I think once it dries, it'll probably look just fine. I guess it says sets hard in 20 to 40 minutes, and they're not joking. I thought for sure I was still gonna be able to still trowel it after that. Maybe we'll put one of those oil drip pans over it, and then you'll never see it anyways. How many holes were there? How many holes?
This house I stopped counting at over 100. I think I might have filled like 200 holes in this house. There were thumbtacks everywhere. Like hundreds of thumbtack holes, and sometimes in perfect grids. And I figured I might as well sand right now while the walls are plastic.
And there's no floors? Good morning. Today's the big day. Today is the day when we start repairing this concrete slab. But before any big project, I can't sleep. I was up all night long last night in both this like exciting and kind of anxious state because it's the first time that these foundation contractors will have seen this job. They're coming from out of the area. They're driving all the way here from Eugene, Oregon. And I hope that the geotech reports and everything that I described is consistent with what they actually see, and the plan that we made is the right plan. This is a big job. They're gonna be here for as much as 2 weeks working on this project. Also on my third cup of Ambition Strikes coffee this morning. I'm sure that's not helping my nerves. You could tell a crew has worked together a lot when they don't have to talk to each other to know what to do. It's like everyone is just sort of busy bees right now, moving around and getting ready for this job. So you said this cord is filled with argon gas, and so as you move this up and down, the pressure inside of here is changing, and that's how it knows how high.
Yeah.
So the reason that he has to use a measuring system like this and not a laser is because inside a house, it would be impossible to ever set your laser in one place where you could see it through the whole house because the interior walls are in the way. So this is the first I've ever seen one of these. The old school way to do this would be just a tube filled with water. You could walk around with that tube filled with water, and because water always finds its level, you would know if you're up or down. But I have a feeling this is a lot more precise than a tube filled with water.
I can't believe how fast they're going.
Yeah, they're just cranking right now. It's like as
field of
fast as I can try to film these guys, they're getting this work done. Busy day in the neighborhood.
Sorry, neighbors.
So basically we're doing a deep lock injection followed by a polyfill leveling here. So there are 200 of these rods being installed on a 4-foot grid throughout the entire house. You're just taping a machine screw into the end of the rod, and then as soon as you start injecting the foam, it's just gonna push that screw out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pressure from that will pop this right out. Almost got 100 of them done.
You want me to go see if the middle schoolers down the way want a summer job?
Oh, they're kids. You can't find any kids that want to work these days.
The generator that they have in there, that Winco, that uses like an automotive style Hyundai engine. That's the generator I wanted to put in at our off-grid property, but I just couldn't afford it. Dude, this is insane. This is like an off-grid job site trailer, and that's enough to power their entire rig. So they've got these extremely high pressure pumps, air compressors, all kinds of stuff. I'm nerding out right now, but that's a sweet generator. And I keep trying to offer them things. Oh, do you guys need water? Do you need power? What do you need? They're like, nope, we got it. We're set. And this is a 4-pound expanding foam that expands at 50 to 1. So at every injection site, they're gonna be putting 40 pounds of liquid in, and that liquid then expands 50 to 1 or until it is so constrained that it can't expand any further, and that's gonna effectively compact the soils. So now the top of each one of these injection sites gets one of these compression fittings installed. It's just like a plumbing fitting where it's got a ferrule and then a compression nut on it, and that's gonna allow them to connect an actual hydraulic fitting to the top of each one of these injection sites, because they're going to be injecting this foam at as much as 3,300 PSI. So they need to have serious fittings installed on each one of these injections. And it's also why it's a steel line going down there.
Is it cool to watch someone who's like a professional at what they do and to be able to learn and pick their brains, but also kind of have that confidence of we can't mess it up?
Honestly, if they're able to do that, I'm going to be so impressed. But what they're telling me is by the time they're done here, they're going to be using all those precise elevation measurements that Corey just did. They say they can get slabs more level than they were when they were originally poured. And Corey's done jobs, like he was just talking about jobs they did in Alaska. They worked in Alaska for 3 summers fixing a neighborhood. They've done neighborhoods that have expand and shrink by multiple feet in the seasons. Like they have worked in the craziest places because their job is to fix the worst houses.
I think this is kind of a boring job for them.
They're literally telling
not
us that
boring
this is
for
a
us.
boring job for them. I just heard a funny noise coming from on the other side of the house. Like, wait, what is that sound? Here's what I find. Courtney, what are you doing?
If it feels chaotic, like there's a lot going on, it's because it is. Honestly, I was actually just thinking about you. A lot of you guys have asked what happened to the boat project and did we abandon it or are we never doing that? And the answer is no, but we love working outside in summer. And I just want to be outside all day today. So the boat project is happening probably when the weather's bad. So maybe next winter or maybe if we have some crummy weather this summer, we'll go back to the shop and work on the boat. But for now, I just want to be outside.
I mean, look at this.
It's amazing. And I found paint that is the exterior paint in the garage. So I'm going to rinse the wall off that he took apart and I'm going to retouch up all the paint.
Nice.
So it looks good. And I'm cleaning the gutters while I'm at it. I mean, I need a ladder, but.
Oh, I can get you the ladder. Nice. High five.
This is the first house we've ever renovated that I didn't have to paint the exterior.
Yep.
Maybe that's why I'm so pumped on just having to touch up some caulk because we've painted a lot of exteriors of houses.
Usually on the hottest day of the year too.
Yeah. You know it's hot when the cool mist from the paint gun landing on your skin feels refreshing.
She's not joking.
Oh, this will be satisfying over here.
I didn't know you were doing this today. I thought you were just washing.
If you do just one more thing every day, you'll be exhausted always. Okay, look.
Oh yeah. So instead of like trying to paint a whole area on the wall, you're just trying to be careful and just paint.
Because the siding is a little bit sun faded, so the paint doesn't match perfectly. So if I just was going like this, it would be a lot darker. Check that out. That looks better, huh?
That looks way better, Courtney.
A million times better.
Unbelievably soft over here. There's actually a national shortage right now of this stuff. And so getting this amount was actually pretty challenging. And so the fact that it's all here.
It's here.
I asked a question, do you have an electric pallet jack? And it's like, depends on who's asking. We didn't pay for liftgate service. We were gonna borrow the neighbor's forklift. So this is like kind of them doing us a favor. So shout out to Fastway, thanks for the favor. So this is a 2-part 50-to-1 expanding polyurethane foam. It's basically just like the great stuff you get in the can at Home Depot, only we've got 12 drums of it. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We already signed, we're good then?
Yeah, you
all right.
already signed.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
It's here.
It's here. Everything is finally coming together on this project. All right, we're just about ready to start pumping foam, and we realized that we probably should drain this hot tub at 8.4 pounds per gallon and probably, I don't know, 600 or 700 gallons of water. That's a lot of weight sitting on this concrete that we don't want working against us when we're trying to lift the concrete using the foam. All right, hot tub's draining. What else? I think once we start pumping foam, it's gonna be like go time. So a little bit of a calm before the storm right now.
What's the plan?
I don't know the plan. I'm about to find out. I'm just here to help.
You're just here to think you're helping.
I'm just here to feel like I'm helping. So the guess is that when this foundation was backfilled, they probably came along with a jumping jack or a vibratory plate or something and just compacted that top layer. And underneath that is just loose fill. So what we're trying to do right now is fill all of that loose fill with foam and get it to be effectively compacted. There's a heating element inside this hose. It's so weird because it feels hot. Basically, they're gonna heat the hose to about 110 degrees or so that the material going in is thinner when they're pumping it. So first, they're gonna use an airless paint sprayer, which sprays at something like 3,000 PSI, I think, when it shoots paint. But they just have water in it. And they're gonna use that to blast out each one of these injection sites, basically to make sure that it is clear and to make a pathway for the foam using water. Then they're gonna follow it up with the foam. This line here is hooked to the airless paint sprayer that's just spraying water. So they can use this valve right here to inject water through. These two lines have the part A and part B of the polyurethane foam that expands. So basically they start by flushing with water, then they can switch to the foam. And I think a lot of it is just done by feel. I want there to be a specific shot or like a scale or some way they're measuring it, but it sounds like, I think they said 4 strokes of the pump. They're just gonna listen to like, and that's how they know how they put the right amount in. crazy.
Takes practice.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Pumping foam. You hear it?
Some weird noises.
These are one-time use, right? Once you've used one of these, it'd be really difficult to come back and use it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, they get filled with foam, and so this little button valve in here and this whole assembly is just going to be completely blocked. So each stroke of the pump on the metering pumps that are on the barrels measures a precise amount of fluid. So based on the number of strokes, they know how many pounds of fluid they've pumped under the slab. And they're using a timer to time how many strokes per minute, and they know for how many seconds they should be pumping foam. It's roughly 55 seconds right now to get 40 pounds of foam into the hole. That amount can change as temperature fluctuates. So they're trying to make a precise process out of a very imprecise system, but I don't know, overall so far so good. If they pump too much foam, we're not gonna have enough, and if they don't pump enough foam, then well, we're not going to achieve the results we want to achieve. So they do need to be pretty careful about how much foam they put in. I'm envisioning looking in the backyard one of these times and there's just a mountain of foam coming out like a gopher hole.
Yeah, that's happened before. Yeah, I've done it. You mean, yeah, coming out like mole holes, gopher holes, or
We had to come out of the toilet once.
Really?
yeah, coming out of the toilet.
I think we've done like 11 of the 220 injection sites, so definitely not going to be done today, but we are ahead of schedule. They didn't think they were going to start pumping foam today, so that's awesome. We just heard our first loud pop, so something just moved. Something under this slab moved. We're not sure where yet, but things might get interesting on this next injection.
As long as it doesn't come up the,
I know, I
the shower,
just really don't want foam in the shower.
you'll hear it before you see it.
I'm watching that shower drain. That was the one we were the most worried about. We was concerned that we might have hit the shower plumbing, but I think we're good. All that work to install those rods, but they are one-time use only, so that's it. Oh yeah, no, they actually pull up pretty easily.
Yeah, not too bad.
There we go.
Not gonna budge.
Yeah, we're gonna need like you said, like a post puller for the other ones. Dude, I'm feeling stoked right now. We made it way more progress today than expected. We were hoping by the end of the day we'd have all the rods installed, and here we've already pumped almost half the house on the deep lock process. So it's going really well, it's going really smooth. No equipment breakdowns, no clogs, no big messes. This is awesome. Welcome back to day 2 here of foam pumping. We're halfway through our foam now, and we're almost done with the deep injection. The guys from Ramjack got here early this morning. They've got a big head start on things. The plan is to finish doing all of these deep injections where we're injecting it down at around 4 feet. And then hopefully this afternoon, if there's still time, we're gonna start the shallow injections. The shallow injections are gonna actually lift the slab, pick up the concrete, and put it back into place. So I am so excited to see that part of it because it sounds unbelievable that expanding foam could lift up a concrete slab. Corey, do you feel like you've gotten into the groove of things?
Yeah, it's making a lot better progress today, especially with all the rods being set when we got here this morning.
So 2 seconds fills half a trash bag, and you're putting a little over a minute. That's insane. That is so much foam going under this thing. We are a little more than halfway through the 6.5 sets of foam that they brought, and it's time to start setting up for the foam party in the backyard. So the plan now is that we're gonna build an outdoor swimming pool by just running around with the foam. No?
Slip and slide.
It's like 3D printing with foam manually. No, we're switching the gun over from the deep lock that slides onto those button head fittings on the top of the injection points into more of basically just a gun system where they can just shoot it through the slab at a shallow level. So now we're gonna, instead of shooting the foam 4 inches below grade or 4 feet below grade, we're gonna be shooting the foam right below the level of the concrete and lifting the concrete back up again.
I'm so excited, and the suspense is killing me. They're out there cleaning things. Like, come on, can they just not clean it? So I can hurry up and see my house lift.
It's actually funny. I heard them yesterday. They had a whole conversation about how this time on this job, they're going to make sure they do a really thorough job of cleaning the gun so they don't have what happened last time happen again. And I'm like, what happened last time? They didn't want to talk about it.
Ooh, is that the concrete moving?
Yeah.
Oh, we're moving fast now.
Ooh, and it's
We just did a human hair in a second.
starting to come up
Oh.
right here where the slab was cut, so I'm gonna stop just for a second and let that plug up the hole a little bit.
Oh, so you backflush with water to keep your pathway clear.
Exactly. It's 90% cured in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, now it's moving a lot.
Whoa!
So the cream time on it is like the reaction.
Whoa, that's crazy!
Yeah.
It's cool how much of a visual that gives.
Your
Yep.
plug is holding.
Yep.
There is rebar in this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I stand back and look now, I know that this has moved a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I remember where it was. Whoa, look how fast it's moving. That's crazy. It's so incredible watching this process happen and knowing that there's this chemical reaction that can take place to lift an entire concrete slab back up again. Wow.
Is that crazy?
That's so cool. It's a very rewarding feeling to be able to put this house back together and to fix this house and to know that we're fixing it right without having to destroy it, right? Shout out to Ramjack for being able to come in here and do this non-evasive repair. They originally thought this was going to be a 10-day job. Now they're saying maybe they'll be about done by tomorrow afternoon. So I guess I'm headed home and we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's Wednesday, which makes this day 3 of slab jacking. Now they need to go through and get the rest of the slab up to the 0 point. In some places they're lifting a 1/4 inch. In some places they're lifting a 1/2 inch. But what they're really trying to focus on is making sure that every single area on this slab gets lifted at least a measurable amount, because that's how they're going to know that they have solid foam filled underneath all those voids and this entire slab is now supported. So it's kind of a tedious process. Lots of going around and double checking their measurements. So what they're doing just now is testing the foam to make sure that they're getting the right amounts of the two parts and that the foam is mixing and reacting correctly. Before they move on to doing just some void filling, which is areas where they don't actually want to lift the slab. They just want to make sure that the slab is well supported by the foam. So they've turned the pressure way down on the machines, that they're injecting less foam, and they're going to just be doing short bursts of it to try to make sure that there's no air pocket anymore underneath the concrete.
I remember.
This is so cool. I'm so glad I got to be a part of this and got to like film this process. I feel like I'm learning so much.
Got 0.
Nice. There's 0 all the way across there.
0.
0.
Yeah.
So now we're finally back to zeros, basically all the way from kind of by the front door through this hallway and all the way down through it. Yesterday afternoon was definitely a trust the process moment when we started lifting and that corner came way up and the rest of the house was still down. And Corey assured me that as they started lifting, things were going to come together. And he's right. Like, this entire room now is at 0. This entire room is back where it belongs, all the way through. So,
You guys, our house is level
boom,
and stabilized. And like, look,
you're not sinking.
there's definitely an art to it. I'm really impressed with the guys at Ramjack. I'm so glad we didn't try to do it ourselves.
Because at one point that was something that we talked about, was trying to figure out how to do it ourselves and like buying the commercial grade industrial equipment. But
I'm so glad.
Very glad that we went with them, because after watching the process and the way that they did it, it was definitely like half art, half science.
And the equipment. Anyways, super, super happy with them. Thank you guys so much for coming out here and doing this. It means we get to move on to putting the house back together now, but we do have a little bit of a dilemma. Should we just show them?
Yeah, let's just show them.
So we weren't here when it happened, but there was a foam explosion. And we were warned this might happen, and so that's why we'd put the plastic, but I don't think I put the plastic up high enough.
Wah, wah, wah.
And at first I was like, oh, we're just gonna have to refinish the doors. And I was like, oh, we're just gonna have to refinish this wall. And then I looked up. So before we can lay the floors, we're gonna get this fixed. And I know they worked really hard to try to clean it up before we got here, and they felt really bad. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't upset even a little bit, because I just knew that that was a risk to doing this process. think I need to sand it before we paint because right now there's bumps. It sands totally fine on the high spots. The low spots are just gonna have some interesting texture.
New tool day, every day should be new tool day. So the problem is now we have a few high spots in the concrete and we need to get this all ground flat so that the flooring will sit flat and there won't be like hollow spots under the flooring, which means we need a concrete grinder. But I found this attachment that promises to turn my 7-inch grinder into a dustless concrete grinder using this 7-inch death wheel.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
But if it works,
But if it works, that's gonna save a lot of money over having to go rent a commercial concrete grinder, and we don't have that much to do, so. So they had a few different options at the store, and I chose this one because it said, very aggressive. That's how I chose this one. First, we need to figure out how this fits. So we need the grinding wheel to end up at about the same level as the brushes so that it actually contains the dust. And so it came with these little bushings now that we can slide over. See that? To change the spacing once we thread this on. Do not be alarmed. This is a really big grinder. So I think we're just gonna try to kind of bevel that out a little bit. This is gonna be next level, I think. I don't know whether it's good or bad next level, but it will be next level. Ready? And it's working. Do you notice something?
there's no dust.
There's literally no dust.
I can kind of smell it, but not.
Yeah. What is she up to now?
New tool day.
Hey, that's my thing.
I can't have new tool day too. The walls in this house are filthy. The walls in this house were already filthy, and then we made them even filthier. So I saw this hack on the internet of using a mop to clean the walls in your house. So I bought a brand new mop so that it's not dirty. And then
But what is that thing?
it's supposed to keep your mop clean. Okay, so I put this in here, and that, see it spraying water on it? Oh my gosh, where has this been my whole life?
That does feel like a hack because I would have gotten a rag and a bucket.
Yeah, that's pretty dirty.
That's pretty dirty.
And then now you wring it out, and then you put new water on it. Get all the dust off the walls, and then we'll paint them. Oh, can you kill that spider?
Oh yeah, that's a big spider. Relocate that bad boy. Oh no, dang it. Sorry, its legs fell off.
Oh.
I was trying to relocate it to outside. I would be surprised if there was anybody else in the world that loved cleaning gadgets as much as Courtney does.
Oh, come on. They don't make them just for me.
I think she has had just about every possible cleaning gadget that exists.
Okay, ready? Do you see how dirty it is down there? Do you
Yeah.
see that? Gone.
That was
I
actually
didn't have to bend over.
that was pretty satisfying.
Dude, that works so well.
Nice, Courtney. Okay, we've been reluctant to pull these baseboards off, mostly because we didn't want to damage them during all of this work.
But now we have to pull them
But
off.
now we've realized that we just have to pull them off, and I feel kind of silly because I think if we'd pulled them off before, it would have made some of the concrete work easier, but oh well. So we have this arrangement when we're painting where basically Courtney does the painting and I do everything else. To be honest, I'm kind of okay with it. Here you go, my lady.
Thank you. All right.
Oh yeah, that's satisfying. Carpet guy Jonah has arrived. I reserved a rental power stretcher. Courtney and I were gonna try to install this carpet ourselves. And then I saw this Facebook Marketplace listing. He said like an hour or two and we can put it all back in. I think I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, that's crazy. It's literally just kind of going right back where it was.
It's already, you know, you don't even have to power stretch it really.
Who knew you could literally pound nails into concrete? We were supposed to list it in 2 weeks from now, but we realized that we're almost there, and if we just push a little harder, it will be done. So now we're at the point in the flip where we basically just live here and eat Taco Bell and get it done.
That means we get Taco Bell for dinner tonight. Okay, we're gonna have a flooring party. The hardest part is getting started, and the other hardest part is finishing the project.
And right now we are getting started on finishing the project. Did the new tools you bought come?
Yeah.
The hammer?
Oh, I bought more than a hammer.
Really?
Yeah.
New tool day! Courtney bought me a flooring installation kit because in the past we've literally used a waffle-headed framing hammer to install flooring. Then that is definitely not the right tool. All right, a tapping block, a pulling bar. I have no idea what these are.
Those are spacers.
Oh, for along the wall.
Yeah. How slick is that?
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you don't put it too deep. I mostly just wanted this. Bam!
That is so satisfying. Oh, yeah.
Nice and tight to the door. That looks good, Courtney. Knee pads.
Are getting our momentum. Okay.
I have no idea if I invented this method, but I'm gonna give myself credit for inventing this method. Basically, one of the challenges we have with a floating floor is that every time we go to tap it together, you know, tap, 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 the whole floor is always moving on us. So we're gonna screw these wood boards down now so that this floor can't move, and we're just gonna commit to only installing the flooring on that side, and now we can tap against these boards. It's not faster if I break the Tapcon off. Yeah, now I need to go get the grinder. Dang it. The heck? No, I broke another Tapcon. I think I'm not drilling deep enough, but it is feeling like a waste of time that's not gonna work. Sometimes it's okay for an idea to not work out. Look how many boxes they're bringing in. How's your snack?
Good.
Are you supervising?
The best supervisor.
No, you're not supervising.
He's eating every snack I brought.
It's the weekend and it is go time. We've got Courtney and Oliver. Baby Dean is upstairs taking a nap. We've got Darren, Andrew, and Steven out here to give us a hand. We've got the A-team around here, guys, and we're having a lot of fun, and I think we're gonna be able to smash out all this flooring by the end of the day. But the next problem that we need to tackle is the drains. So this house has two drainage systems. We've got gutters and we have a foundation drain. And unfortunately, somebody thought it was a good idea to tie the two together, which means that the gutters literally pump their water down into the foundation drains. So the gutters flood the house. We had the same problem on that mobile home you guys watched us tear down and then rebuild the house on. And I can tell you that it's not a good idea. We need to figure out if the foundation drains are even functional anymore or if we're gonna have to do a lot of excavation. We looked down the hole with our plumbing scope and it looks like there's just a bunch of leaves right here. If we can get the leaves unclogged, then I hope we can use a garden hose to flush it all out. But I thought I'd at least try.
Oh, you can stick your arm. Whoa, it just keeps going.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull my arm out. I think I need to get the camera again so I actually can see what I'm doing.
Is this like laparoscopic surgery?
Basically, right? So we're gonna go down. Spoiler alert, Courtney and I have actually already been down in here. See, I'm not convinced this one's even blocked, Courtney. I think there's just a little dirt right there.
What happened if you snake it? Have you ever used a snake before?
Never used one of these.
What about the memes where they come up in someone else's toilet in an apartment?
What?
Have you ever seen?
No, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, you can see. No way. This is insane. So now what do?
You lock this, I think, and then you... I don't want to be negative to people that are just working hard to do their job, but I don't understand how a detail like this could be so messed up in a professional. I think we should take the end off and just run water.
It's filling up.
Does it back up or does it come out?
Coming out the top.
All right, so we definitely have clogged drains.
Yep. Well, now it's full of water.
I think that's okay. Now
Okay.
let's see if anything comes out over here. I don't want to dig, but I'm prepared to dig. See how much dirty water's coming out?
What's the next plan?
Okay, we're gonna go in from the back. Yeah, no, I think that was long enough. What I don't know, and I kind of want to know, is our hose at the jam? I feel like this is one of those situations where we could spend all day hoping we could unclog it, or I could spend like 45 minutes with a shovel, and then we would know that we unclogged it.
I want to see the water pouring out.
Oh, you know why this area, why the dirt is so wet? It's because this downspout went into here,
And it was clogged.
but it was clogged.
And
so
it's perforated
all
pipe.
of the downspout water has ended up just stuck underground right here.
Yep. Which is why we need to fix this.
Yeah.
That again.
It has a sock on it, that's good.
So it's coming out the perf right there because that's the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty hopeful now. What in the world, Courtney? What?
It's the snake.
It
Yeah.
just ends?
Babe, I could have snaked that all day and we never would have
Never would have unclogged it.
unclogged it. All that water we were
Are the gutter drains not tied to the foundation drains? Are these completely just little underground doohickeys to nowhere? What?
I have more questions than it started with. Or did it come apart?
Okay, hold on. We have something else right here. Well, there's drain rock
That's good.
inside a rock burrito.
That's good.
Okay. Didn't the one over there ran this way?
Yeah, it did. We got it to, 'cause we went in the one that's never had a gutter in it because we just assumed
Oh, it's a clean out.
that's the clean out for the foundation drain.
That's the foundation drain clean out.
Yeah. So if we put the hose down that right now, water
It
should come out.
Come out. Oh my gosh, we're excited now.
If we figured this out, I'm gonna be so excited.
Did I tell you that I left the original builder a voicemail to ask him questions and ask if he had any construction pictures, and he never answered?
I'm not surprised.
There's also a chance with all that drain rock that the water never
comes
even
out
gets
the
this
pipe.
far, but we'll find out. But it will take a while. Remember how long it took to fill up the toilet?
Yeah, we'll just
plumbing?
leave it running for a while. Make sure.
See, this is a footing drain going this way. Should we make sure there's one underneath over there? Yeah, I'm gonna dig towards the house a little bit.
Okay.
There's the one going this way, and there's that one.
So the gutters are completely separate,
The gutters are completely separate,
and we should rip that out.
right? We should just remove this
And we should do the like you were talking about.
and just cut them out so that someone doesn't think they're supposed to be. Look at that.
Yeah.
I had no idea how valuable of a tool this was going to be to own, but I think this thing just saved us from having to dig up the entire foundation.
Yeah.
I'm here to do the job they never finished. This is definitively the foundation drain access clean out. That's what that is. That wasn't supposed to be a gutter drain that was never hooked up. And this is a gutter drain that led to absolutely nowhere. I have no idea why somebody thought this was a good idea. They probably assumed that the sandy soil here would just, the gutters would just seep out, but that's a bad idea. The good news is that we found the actual foundation drain. I wanted to kind of show you guys how this works. So this is called filter fabric. This is fabric that allows water in, but not dirt. This filter fabric is called, they made what's called a rock burrito.
Is that the official term?
It's the only thing I know it by. Where was that spot where I could see it? I don't want to unravel this too far. There it is. Want me to show them?
I can see.
So this is called drain rock, and it's basically where you take a bunch of jagged rock that's all the same size. When you put it in the hole, there's all those voids around it. That allows the water to seep in through the filter fabric into all those voids, where then it finds the perforated pipe that's in the middle of this rock burrito, and it can drain out. So we confirmed by digging, you know, here you can see that rock burrito. It is all along the footing on this foundation. We can see that it goes both directions on this corner, which means the foundation drain on this house was installed correctly and we don't need to excavate and redo it all.
And it's not clogged.
It's not clogged. We confirmed that by running our camera scope all the way up. We found the wire right here, and we ran our camera all the way down and around the corner of this one. We couldn't get it to go this way, but through that clean out, we were able to run it this way and that way. And we found the end over there, and we found it over here. We couldn't make it do this corner, but basically,
Dude.
we got, that camera just saved us,
I know.
I don't know, 2 weeks of work.
Yeah.
And the bummer of that work would have been, we would have uncovered everything and discovered
It was
that
good.
it was all for nothing.
So we did
So
it.
all we need to do now is get these gutter drains hooked up or just routed in a way that they're not dumping water in the foundation of this house.
Mm-hmm. It also means you get to play with your
I know.
rental a little bit this weekend. Don't tear up the grass.
I couldn't hear you even a little bit.
What?
I couldn't hear you even a little bit.
What do we do with all
I think we
this?
just use all this gravel, Courtney, and just use what's here.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's get all this junk out and in the dumpster. Person on Facebook Messenger. Hi, when can I come get the free hammock? It's on the curb. Come get it whenever you want. That is too far away. I will not make it in time. How much easier could I make the scheduling?
Okay, are you looking forward to this? Have you ever used one of
I've
these?
always wanted to use one of these silly little things. We are gonna bring in dirt up around the house and make sure that the dirt is sloped away from the house all the way around the whole thing. There are places where it's clearly settled and sunk, and so we're gonna add more dirt.
Yeah.
We're working outside in the sun.
Yeah.
We have like a 24-hour yard rehab mission to accomplish. We rented the little baby skid steer for 24 hours. It's the weekend. We're hanging out with our kids. We're gonna get this yard whipped into shape today and tomorrow. This is our little dry creek bed. It's actually the new drainage path for this gutter. So this gutter will be routed into this pipe where it crosses underneath, and then daylight's right here, and then we'll fill this in with some big decorative rock, and it's got a downhill path out and off the property to the storm drain. So finally now, that gutter isn't gonna just be pumping water into this little hole where it's gonna be stuck under the concrete and under the slab and under the sidewalk.
We did a great job filming today.
We forgot to film. Okay, so we've got weed fabric down, we've got this plastic edge put into a nice little trench we cut. Courtney's putting out the mulch now, and then we'll decide where the plants go.
And I hope this is relatable. We didn't buy enough mulch.
So far, we're at 3 trips to Home Depot for this weekend project. Well, how many times did you go yesterday?
I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe it's 5.
It's coming together. It had to get ugly before it could get pretty, but now we're on the make it pretty part.
That bag of mulch didn't make it very far.
No, they never do. Riley, it looks so good. Okay, do I get to do the last thing now?
Oh,
Are you ready?
nice.
Do they look good?
Those look really good, Courtney.
Can you see the vision now?
That made the house look substantially better.
Wow! I would be excited to pull up here now.
Come here.
I am gonna be.
Nice job.
See you tomorrow.
Big day, big day. Fiber internet going in, guys. There's gonna be 1 gigabit internet at this house at the end of the day. That's crazy. What day is it?
Crunch time.
No, what day is it?
It's, what's the opposite of demo day? It's we're almost done day. If I stop moving, my body will not move again for at least 3 days. I'm cleaning. What does that mean? That means we're almost done.
We crushed it.
Huge thank you to Steven and Andrew and his friend Darren, because there's no way we would have gotten this flooring done without them. But the floors are in and they look so good.
Look at this. It's like a whole new place in here.
I deep cleaned the kitchen yesterday. All the baseboards are back in. I touched up all the nail holes. I'm mopping. Upstairs is clean. I made a list though. We're taking listing photos tomorrow. So
Tomorrow.
Today's it. So we need to clean upstairs, put the threshold pieces in, trim behind the toilet.
I already did that.
Oh. Fix the sliding glass door, deal with those closet doors that we've been ignoring. Clean the garage and mop, and we're done. That looks like you can't even tell.
Boom!
Dude.
Today is also our 5th anniversary.
No, it's not. I thought you were gonna say it feels like we've been married for 40 years. Are you sick of me?
Today is our 7th wedding anniversary, and it just feels like
Exciting things always happen on our anniversary. We try pouring concrete. We buy properties, we sell properties. You never know what's going to happen on our anniversary. Another year of craziness.
The day after I proposed to Courtney, we got started working on our very first flip house.
Oh yeah, it was demo day.
So this feels full circle to me that we're wrapping this one up on our anniversary. So
This is our 4th flip, 7 years of marriage. What's the next 7 years going to look like?
I mean, on our wedding, we made a commitment to each other for,
My vows were that I would go on every Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace adventure with you.
I think the adventures have gotten a little bigger, but the vow is still the same. I love you.
I love you too. All right, let's take this house.
Back to work.
Oh gosh. Oh! Is that way too much?
Yeah, that's way too much. Dun, 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 dun. Beautiful. Yep, don't touch it now. It'll dry. Beautiful. Look at that, Courtney.
It's done.
Can we officially call it done then?
It's done. I mean, we need to clean up.
It's
a little
done.
bit, but now we're just clean up and take listing photos.
Time for photos. Check it out. It's a vintage Stanley power lock that I found at Goodwill for $2. I'm pretty stoked. It is substantially better than the power lock
Wait.
you get at the store right now.
Oliver's been using that.
Yeah, but Oliver's clearly been using it. It is full of dirt. Ooh.